Remember whenever we just have been trying to having an instant to giving the best ever moment for your out limits in the view of a new sunset at the expectation for that first light to giving you the hopes for some extra, which it means everything at the hand. One instant, one moment only for the best ever to acquiring to that day to giving you something which it means you are as if you will be touching the stars. Sun seems like the best ever of the views with the whole of your exciting moment, with the hope and the expectation for the best ever you can even unthinkably, sensitively appreciate. One dream, one future at the hand for your ever projects. Even the nothing to say and everything inside is like impossible to go through the diving of the most of the so enormous mass of possibilities all through as potentials you never imagined, you never thought you would ever reach. Just take an instant for. There are a lot of confusions, there are a lot of deflections in the middle of one struggled day. And the struggled day can not really mean what it is whenever you just succeeded. Frontiers in the most of the unreachable realities, at the out of your mind, at the in expectations, at the best of the whole of the seasons that you wouldn't see through the brightest ever greatest about everything. But even though you are a human, but it doesn't mean that you wouldn't really succeeding the most of the normality at the potential of you. Take the time in a simple thought, just for now. If I will tell you that the complete of the enormous of the universe is founded in the reality of some order at the same time, chaos comes to be like a very agony in the middle of the completeness of complex realities that everything embraces. And in the middle of this reality, you are just one extra in the middle of an enormous number of beings, persons, corpse, and a very expansion of galaxies and preciousness of poetries. And in the middle of these realities, you are just one simple expression of the glorious reality of what it means life. The real founder, the real creator, delivered the best ever intentions and the so hugest ever love, to the putting in order such a very clear fact that even with the tragedies that around life are delimited into accidental chaos sometimes, for the realities are to make the best expression for the job, which means the clear fact of you have a duty, the responsible you, the clear of what you can reach, is about what you do and how you do, and at the way you come to build, and at the way you build, and at the way you just work it, and at the way you just fight it, is exactly every taste as your succeeding or frustration. And in the middle of this reality, so the enormous, impossible to go through and embrace preciousness of poetry in the middle of a space on the universe. Maybe watch a little bit for a simplicity expression. You were meant to be for. At the reality of understanding what it is, the real worthy, the real, the genuinely. So through this, and to the point of the senses of today, you have faced the instant of the best of your expression. Once you understood your best expression, as you will ever just embraceably having the inspiration of one look around what this enormous view in a sunset, at the expectation of the first light with the best ever at your hand, acquiring the futurest of the whole of the seasons that imaginably you will ever not even have a fragment of a second in a thought that you will ever fulfill. Take this serious. Potential is exactly what you should experience once you understand even the chaos and the most of the agonies are nothing referred about the efforting that you can give in at the worthy. So this day, just have a moment. Without nothing to say, without nothing to see, in middle of a simple loneliness, breathe. Once a second for you to say, my stars are the realities of the best ever I never imagined I will ever just simply see. At the clear fact of my time, I am found genuinely unique. Reach a hand. The day is at the possibility to making, and the possibilities as the acknowledge and cognition of you delivers you into the survival of the chaos. Have a time and take this. Vonker. Nothing is out of limits, and the outer limits are not unreachable.